G'day skiers, thanks for tuning in. Look, I've got, just wanted to introduce you to the brand new footbeds from Posistance. So, firstly, I want to talk a little bit about boot construction and just go over the fundamentals here. I'm bringing in my, my well-loved Nordica Beasts here. This is a 285 length boot. Now, 285, when we talk about that, look, I'm just going to pull the inner sole out of this boot. So this is the inner sole, the standard one that comes with the Nordica boot. You can see that, just vaguely see it's still got Nordica printed on it. On the base of it, it says 285, which is 28.5 centimeters or 285 millimeters. That is our Mondo sizing that we use for ski boots. So our footbeds come in those same sort of Mondo sizes. So it's really easy. All you do is rip your liner out of the boot, have a look at what's in there, and then you can order the appropriate one for your boot. But back to this. So the thing about this well-loved liner is that when I hold it up, you can see that it's very, very thin. It's a I don't know, a polyurethane of some sort. It has zero padding in it. And the arch support, there is a little bit of arch support there, but it's really thin and not very structurally good. Now, that's fine when you're a young skier. So, you know, as a young skier, you have plenty of muscle and a lot of bounce back. Oxygen's getting to all those muscles. It's fine. You can ski on something that doesn't have a great deal of structure to it, and that won't affect you too much as a young skier. But when we age a little bit, these strong young muscles start to lose some of their elasticity, and our tendons in our foot tend to sag, and we get this sort of fasciitis or flattening of the feet or loss of foot arch. So the latest footbeds from Posistance are slightly different. So I'm just going to rifle through and find my 285 same size. Yes, okay. So I've got the 285 from Posistance and the Nordica one. You can see that when I lay them on top of each other, they are identical in length. However, they look considerably different when we look at the depth of the shell. So this is actually not increasing the thickness of the sole, but actually changing the foot cup of it to a much larger, more supportive foot cup, less ability to slide around on there. And underneath we have the what's it called? The TPA. So that's the thermoplastic polyurethane, sorry, TPA, thermoplastic polyurethane. Had a mental blank for a minute there. I should know this stuff really well. Anyway, so that's the grey moulded section that you can see around here, and it goes right up into the foot arch. It provides a really solid foot arch there, and that comes right down to the ball of the feet. And then it changes to the standard EVA construction through here, which is a soft, rubbery material. And then we have the Poron XRD, I'll get it right. So the Poron XRD is this coloured sections throughout here, and you can see that they are shaped to the foot. So they're now embedded into the structure of it. We have the different colours for the different densities. This is a unique product in that it's the kind of that bridge between plastic and rubber, and when it is impacted during skiing, it actually firms up. So when you're standing there in the toe cue, it's nice and soft underfoot, but when you start to put pressure on it, downward force, it will actually firm up, very much like jelly in a bowl does. So you can push your finger down through the jelly, but if you give it a tap, it's quite hard, quite solid. So that's very much how this stuff works. It's designed by Rogers Corp in the US. It takes 90% of the impact out of the foot, so it's amazing. In addition to that, we have the metatarsal support, which is a more rigid section just under the metatarsal of the foot. I'm not sure if the camera is actually picking that up very well, but let me assure you it is there, and when you get your pair in the mail, you'll be able to have a look at that. So it's really simple for us to replace the liners in the boot. We've already got this one out. Throw that away. And then we're going to pick up our boot liner, pull the tongue forward, give it a bit of a twist just so it doesn't stick on the sides of the liner. Tilt the toe of it up so it gets down into the tip of the liner, and then once it's there, it really simply, it just pops down. In fact, this one's just popped down by itself. So this is the complete replacement of the 285 boot liner in there. And if I hold this up, and you can get the camera down there, you can see that it's there's no bumps or lumps or wrinkles. The difference is going to be when you put this thing on, when it's back in the boot and you put this thing on, you're going to wonder how you ever skied with it. And in particular, after you've done 3 or 4 runs, you're really going to start to notice the difference. The impact will be less, you'll have more control over your skiing, and basically the fatigue will subside slightly as you go through the day. You're going to be able to ski much longer. You're going to be able to keep the control in those turns, and that's the issue, is as you tire through the day, you start to lose a little bit of that control and that tension, and we're going to try and get rid of that for you. So in recent times, the popularity of custom footbeds and liners has grown. So instead of having a boot that you order from Nautica, Rossignol, Atomic, Dynastar, whoever it is, you go and get a custom liner for them. That's great if it's a young foot, but we have this issue where if we are molding a foot that already has a collapsed arch, then you're not actually making the problem go away. You're taking away, sure, a lot of the pressure points that are inside the boot, but the main thing is that we want support. We want to stop fatigue. And so the Posistance footbed, with its additional structure and support, is actually going to be as good, if not better, than the custom molded ones that you're going to be buying. These are specifically designed to manage the aging process as a quality orthotic for skiing. Anyway, look, if you've got any comments, like any more information on this, then please drop us a line, fill in the form, and we'll get back to you straight away. Thanks for watching. Cheers.